Hi everyone, it's Cal. I hope you're doing well. For those of you that don't know me, I talk about all things Kundalini. And I just wanted to come and do a check-in because I've been gone for a bit, just trying to get things organized here. Today I kind of wanted to talk about the difference between having force and being balanced. Because in order to do the Kundalini, you don't need to be balanced. You do need to be focused. You need to be focused so that all your energy powerhouses to the center, anchors to the earth. You got to use her power to go and hit the gold. So I just wanted to be really clear that in order to do the Kundalini, you do not need to balance your chakras or anything like that. You do need to be powerful and focused so that you can rein in as much force as possible so that you root to the globe and you use her power to hit the sky. And when you hit the sky, that means you get the nimbus, you go through that, and then you connect to the Father Principle. And that's what we call God, but God is really twofold. The mother is the one that holds the power, and she's the one that has the receptive force. That means you've got to focus on love to unlock the door so that your root anchors. Once you get that cube, once that cube shows up, you're good to go. You stay focused. The energy flows through the body like a pinball machine, but it doesn't go like this. It goes straight. And it's her energy that is going to wrap your body-mind together. And that's what those two snakes entwined mean. The downcoming of the force and then taking the force up so that they connect on every level, the male and the female principle. And you don't have to get into the Ida and the Pinglada or this chakra or that chakra. The main thing you have to do is build your practice. You have to sit and focus. Now, for those of you that are interested in chakras, it is good to balance the chakras after doing the Kundalini. Or if you're not that interested in doing the Kundalini, but you want to be balanced, yes, balancing the chakras is good because we do want to live a calm and balanced life. Because when we do, our energy is turned inward and is self-healing. So we always want to sort of contain ourselves, get our stability, get our balance, and then branch out to the world. So balancing the chakras, there's a book a chakra book, and this one is probably the best. It looks a little cheesy, but truly, this author, I think it's a woman, Ambika Waters, Ambika Waters, hers is the absolute bomb. Hers is the best. So if you're interested in chakra balancing, it gets really interesting because it was after the Kundalini that I was still meditating, and I experienced the goddess Kali, which I actually didn't even think existed. You can see the video on my channel here. I thought, wow, that's a really strange interpretation of a god. But anyways, she came to me, and at the time I didn't know her. So after this happened, I was on the internet looking up a scary naked god with tongue out female, and Kali popped up. And Kali, what she did was she absolutely shook my root chakra. I talk about it, so you can go find that video. It's quite short. And she revitalized my system. So she's a scary looking god, but she is fantastic. yeah, so I just wanted to point that out, that doing the Kundalini and balancing your chakras and being balanced, two different things. You probably could balance your chakras and do the Kundalini. If you want to do it the way I did, which was action-packed and full-on, you don't need to. You do need health, pretty intense health, and you do need to work out every day. I was super buff when I did it, and thank heavens I was, because I was not prepared for it whatsoever. I was just really good at out of body, and then I got into meditation and I just took off. I was really focused and quite driven. And and what I did in when I began the meditation, because I'm an artist, so I was kind of all over the place. And I stopped and focused. I meditated for 3 times a day at 10 minutes a time. And I built that every day, same time every day, regardless. And then I did that for 3 weeks. And then I did 2 sessions for 20. And I sort of amped it up that way. And then I got into 14 hours a day. And I'm telling you, it was, when I was in meditation, I came out, it was like, wow, 1 minute and the whole day had gone by. But anyways, then I did the Kundalini, at that time. But this is just me, and I'm sure there are different experiences out there. Mine was full color, full on. The hissing filled the room. It wasn't. I went and I looked at all these textbooks I could find about Kundalini afterwards. Not one of them were anywhere close to being accurate. So I think what they were doing was reading about it, interested in spirituality, and sort of writing the book based on what they read. But it's actually quite different than a lot of the things that are written out there. So that's the whole point of this channel, to bring the truth of what is, where you're headed, the glory that you have now and the glory to come. And whether you do the Kundalini or not, just pat yourself on the back for being here, because you've been on a real long trek, and being at Human is amazing, an amazing place to be after 24,000 years. So, and you'll learn about that in the webinar. So if you haven't joined, join. I'm working on the webinar. Oh my gosh. It is 5 hours. And that is only one little part. It's 3 parts. So I am really trying to, shave it down to get the juiciest or the best parts that you actually need to really have sort of a general understanding of what's happening to you, what's happening in your body, what's happening in the systems around you, sort of the relationship between all of them. So I'm working on it. It's coming. It's taken a while because it's so dense. What should stay in and what should go? It's pretty tricky, but there's going to be a part 2 and part 3. So, but I don't know when that's going to come, because it's a lot of work just getting this stuff together, and I don't even know how to give a webinar. So just the technical aspect alone is going to be challenging, but that should serve you in having kind of a comprehensive, the only comprehensive view of the Kundalini on the globe that is known now. But I know that the Kundalini was very well known centuries ago, and this has been lost. And it's not like we lost the path. It's that we are finding the path. It's not that all this bad stuff has been done and skewed so we can't find it. This is our gestation period for waking up. So we were meant to find this. We were meant to do this. We were meant to stumble on all the true information about the greatness of our being at this time. And so I just want to say congratulations for being here. Well done. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. This is just a really sincere channel on getting the information to you. And if you subscribe, you can see stuff that maybe can help you and can help people that you know. So that's it. And other than that, if you haven't signed up for the webinar, I'm going to put the link below. And don't forget what I said about the chakras versus power. The Kundalini is all about power. You have been building power for a cycle of 24,000 years, and that is incredible. And you think, well, I'm just in this human body now. No, you can move mountains in that human body because you were built to control the elements and more. Beyond is going to be an amazing, amazing eternal life going forward. You've always had eternal life, but now you're at the point where you can control so much with your mind. And but the best thing is to anchor to the heart, because then you've got the universe behind you. The universal body answers to deep, compassionate love. So this is why your whole Kundalini is going to happen when you anchor. If you're doing the Kundalini and you're having all this sort of enlightening experience up here, that's all fine. I used to do stuff like that too. After you anchor your Kundalini, whoa, man, on fire, whole different ball game, whole different ball game. It is going to be fire and light. And there's so much to be said about this sort of dark aspect of your being, which is the mother. The dark aspect is the mother. She is the one that's not seen. She's always the one that's in the background in the religions, and you've got the male figure in front. And that's because the male figure is less than she is, but creative. He is the creative, the builder. He is the illuminator. He is the one that brings the knowledge forward and talks about her. He is the one that does the dance. She is the one that stays in the background and supports and nurtures and grows him. So there's, of course, a plethora to be said about that. But again, this chakra book is the only book you'll ever need if you want to know about the chakras. And when I first got it, I thought, oh, I was totally drawn to it in the store. I actually literally was talking about jewelry to the woman, turned around, walked to a wall, my arm reached out, grabbed this book, and it was this book. And I thought, I can't buy that book. It's too cheesy. I put it back. My body would not let me leave the store till I went back and bought the thing. So after looking at it and examining it for about 2 years, just under 2 years now, I'm going to say whoever wrote this book, this Amika Waters, she really knows her stuff. She's got it down bang on. So I'm going to put her name and the title of the book. Maybe you can find it on Amazon. I'll put it all in the body of the email. Really, really well done. Looks cheesy. Information is fantastic. And that will help you balance. Now, the whole point of being balanced is to be happy, to be grounded, and to get kind of a grip on your vibration. Okay? When you're centered, when you're balanced, that means you're centered. And when you're centered, you can control your antenna to the cosmos far better, because you know things a little more deeply, because you have less chaos going on and more receptivity, okay, where you pull back to your center. And that's the whole point of balancing your chakras, not to mention health, well-being, and sort of fleshing out some karmic stuff. Just because you do the Kundalini, and I'm telling you again, I'm going to say this, I did it full on, and I mean full on because I'm a full on kind of chick. And that did not flesh out my karma. I still had lots of karmic work to do after I came out, and that was 14 years ago. And hence 14 years of research. And wow, for sure, this channel has all the information you will ever need. And if I don't, I'll refer you out. But when it comes to the Kundalini, bang on, because it was clear as a bell. So I did just want to pop up and point out the difference between chakras. Do you need them for Kundalini? How do they work with Kundalini? What does it all mean? No, you don't need them for Kundalini. It's all about power, power, power. You conduct energy. That's what your body's made for. Your body, mind are made to conduct energy. And amid various other things, but that's the big one. Everything is about power on this globe and beyond. Yes, consciousness, everything is conscious. But the Kundalini is about harnessing your power, and it's about harnessing the power of the father and the mother to be fully in control of what you want, where you're going, what you need, and how to get it. And that sounds really self-serving, but everything is self-serving. And this is just the nature of life. Nature is serving. I mean, there's so much aggression in nature. You know, we love nature. It's beautiful, but there's just so much aggression in it. It's almost horrifying to witness the aggression. Even if you watch plants grow in slow-mo, you'll see that there is this aggression push through for the blossom to open. And I just want to say that so too with your being, when you're connecting, that's aggressive too. And I'm not just supporting being aggressive doing the Kundalini. I am supporting being really assertive when it comes to your health, getting the health you need, treating your body well, exercise in every way you can, and train your mind. These are the things that are going to help you do the Kundalini. And I know a lot of people come to this channel because they go, wow, this is all spiritual. And, you know, yes, I'm doing the Kundalini. Yeah, well, this is kind of a little bit of the school of hard knocks here, because it is hardcore doing the Kundalini and getting to do the Kundalini and training your body and training your mind and being relentless with it. And you really have to remember, it's all about you. It's all about you getting your questions answered. For me, it was getting the questions answered. I mean, Kundalini, you know, I just wanted the truth. Well, we got it full on. And the truth was not what I expected, probably 180 from it. But anyways, so I hope this cleared up a couple of things to do with the Kundalini. And I hope this really gets you going on focus on health. And also mental health. Mental health is a big thing, because sometimes after being isolated for so long, meditating, you can really get into a slump. I mean, when I was having all these highs in meditation, oh, everything was great. I didn't want to be in this world. But when I started grounding again, or actually crashing, it was really difficult to get back into the flow of life. And, you know, and I really wished I had had a guide, someone that was helping me and pointing out the goodness of life, because there's just so much good. But I do have addictive personality. So I was so addicted to the heights of meditation and all the power that I was ascertaining and being able to wield was also addicting. And whenever you get out of your body, whether it's out-of-body experience, whether it's astral travel, or whether it's deep meditation, all of those, which I have done since a very young age, I will tell you that always something is there to help you. If you want the help, it already knows. The Spirit already knows, and it's already showing. I mean, it is the Spirit that is keeping this life that we're in intact, and it's all around us all the time, while we're having our challenges in these bodies and building our strength. That's why we're here. We're building strength. We're building our power. We're building our conductance. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stop talking. But again, here's the book. If you're interested in chakras, this is the one. This is the big meaty one. And I'm going to put her name and the title of her book below. And I hope this resolved some questions about, or some curiosity about how chakras relate to the Kundalini. And other than that, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.